He's been sitting there for hours, calm, detached, and denying everything.
I haven't done anything.
A 5-year-old girl is missing. The woman who was babysitting her is dead, found tied up and burned in a trailer. And the man sitting across the table from 2 special agents claims he was fishing. And yet, his phone pinged miles from where he said he was. His boots are wet. His socks are dirty. Grass is stuck to the bottom of his car. Still, he doesn't break.
Now's the time, Jake. We know more than you think we do right now.
What changed between 2 hours ago and now?
Across the table, Agent Paul Girardi doesn't answer. He just reaches for his phone and holds it up.
Now, let's start over. What do you got to tell us?
The penalty is death.
Get your family out of here.
Why me?
I will have my attorney call you.
So unbelievable.
It's just after 3:30 in the morning on June 22, 2016 in Bemidji, Minnesota. The town is still asleep when a 911 call jolts first responders. There's a fire tearing through a mobile home in Hillcrest Manor. Fire crews quickly arrive, suppress the flames, and begin their search. But what starts as a routine structure fire turns chilling almost immediately. Inside the body of a woman, bound with tape, is discovered. The victim is quickly identified as 35-year-old Melissa Norby. She lived in the trailer with her young son, a quiet woman, known to few, invisible to most. But this wasn't a tragic accident. It was obviously something else, something much worse. The case is assigned to Special Agent Paul Girardi from the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension's Grand Rapids office. Girardi begins coordinating with local police, state fire investigators, and fellow agents. The trailer is a crime scene, but they don't yet know what else is missing. Hours pass and the fire is finally put out.
Could you shine the light on that gas can again?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna videotape it.
Yep. That help?
Yep, lots.
Investigators are sifting through what's left of the trailer, sorting evidence, piecing together the final moments of Melissa Norby's life. The working theory is simple. She was murdered, and the fire was set to cover it up. They find out quickly that thankfully her son wasn't home the night of the fire. But just before noon, nearly 9 hours after the first flames were reported, something unexpected unfolds at the police barricade. A woman tells investigators her daughter had spent the night in this home. In that moment, everything changes. The horror that investigators thought they understood is now something else entirely. Melissa Norby wasn't alone in the trailer. She had been babysitting a 5-year-old girl. Investigators move fast. They return to the scene and search again, not for clues now, but for the girl. But there are no signs of her remains. With no child found in the ashes and no leads on her whereabouts, investigators turn to the next best source of answers, Melissa Norby's friends and family. Who was in her life? Who knew she'd been babysitting that night? Who had the opportunity and the motive to kill? Investigators begin looking into her relationships, including former boyfriends. One name surfaces quickly: Jacob Kinn. Witnesses describe him as a food truck driver with blue eyes, and in some accounts is still seeing Melissa. Police now have a name, but not much more to go off of other than his appearance. That alone wouldn't mean much until they pull Kinn's record. He's not just Melissa's ex. He's a registered sex offender with prior convictions for child pornography. In a previous case, he was caught trying to meet a child to photograph her. Investigators don't wait. They call him. and Ken picks up. It's just after midnight on June 23, 2016. 20 hours have passed since the fire at Hillcrest Manor. Ken agrees to come to the Bemidji Police Department voluntarily. He's calm, agreeable even. Across the table are Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension agents Paul Gerardi and Chad Musaeus. The agents begin with the most pressing issue.
You recognize this little girl?
I already answered that question.
The entire focus of our evening is this little girl. We have to go and tell her parents, this community, that we've done everything we can to find her. If something bad happened, if something got out of control and somebody ended up dead, and this little girl is somewhere, whether she's alive or whether she's gone, we have an obligation to everyone to bring her home.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, if you could help us with that in any way.
I would if I could, but I don't know where she's at.
Jake, if you could. I know it's tough. I know it's really tough to think about what's going to happen and all that kind of stuff, but I'm saying this right now. There are people out there that would support you if you said, you know what, I made a mistake. I made a mistake, I overreacted, and this little girl is we can bring her home. Let's do that. The three of us together, let's bring this little girl home.
Ziffer, I don't know where she's at.
But you can
I
help
don't
us.
have her.
They're closer.
You're insisting that I have her or I know where she's at.
I am.
And I don't.
In the hours before this interview, agents had subpoenaed his cell phone records. If Ken had been fishing, as he claimed, the pings should be from a nearby tower. Instead, they come from Big Fork, close to land, in fact, owned by his family.
Where were you when he called you?
That's the way.
Stand on the dock, in your vehicle? Where were
I
you?
was packing up, getting ready to leave anyways.
Okay. And what time did she call you? Look at your
Well,
phone.
no, it was
Look
like
at your phone.
10:23 or 10.
Look at your phone. Show me the call. We can see the time.
It was 10:23 or 10:27, and my phone started beeping. I had to call her back.
Okay.
You see that lake right there?
Yeah.
That's where you are.
Mhm.
That's where your cell phone is.
Okay.
That's.
Yeah, I said I got that.
Okay. I just wanted to show you the map, a clear picture. So that's,
Yeah.
and their cell phone tower is closer to that it should have pinged off of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how that would have happened, but yeah, I wasn't in Big Fort. I had no reason to be in Big Fort. I don't know why, it pinged off the Big Fort tower. I have no reason to lie about where I was tonight.
They also know that multiple people in Melissa's life, from her son to her co-workers, told others she was seeing Ken.
Her son talks about you. Her cousin, co-workers, this girl in Nebraska. That's 5 different people
I've never-
that say it's you.
I've never met any of them.
Why you?
I don't know, because she had a crush on me a long time ago, and she wanted to date. I already told you this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's years ago.
A year ago, 2 years ago, yes.
Yeah.
They moved to physical evidence. At the fire scene, investigators find a gas can.
Any reason why your DNA would be on that gas can?
No.
And if it was?
I do own a gas can like that. I own several gas cans like that.
That gas can was found at the arson site.
Okay.
Any evidence on you? Any evidence in your vehicle? Any evidence in your house?
Tell you what,
Any evidence in your phone?
you find any evidence on any of that, you can come pick me up.
Okay.
But you're not gonna find anything because
Well-
I didn't do anything.
And there's gonna be no connection between you and her.
Whatsoever, in any way, shape, or form.
And no connection between you and Melissa.
I don't believe so, no.
100% sure?
95% sure.
What's the 5%?
Yeah.
I'm tired and groggy and you guys kept me up all night.
A little tired, groggy?
Extremely tired, yes.
There are people out there looking for this little girl right now.
Yeah, there's lots of people, and if it was
And
my
if-
daughter, I'd be going breaking down doors myself.
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything to the little girl. I haven't seen the little girl. I haven't seen Melissa in a long time. I haven't done anything.
Okay.
I was in bed sleeping. I'm sorry I don't live with anybody to corroborate that story. But today I was working, yesterday I was working, then I was fishing.
The hours are slipping away, and with each one, the search becomes more desperate. The agents shift tactics, framing it as an accident, something that got out of hand, in hopes Ken will take the opening.
You know, if she got choked down and she died on accident, let's talk about that. Let's fix it. Okay, that's fixable. Okay?
She was into bondage, she was into rough sex.
If this little girl, you panicked and did something to her, maybe she's okay. Maybe we can get her home.
I hope she is okay.
So do
But
I.
I didn't do anything.
But if she's not okay, we can explain that too.
You're pushing me to say something that I didn't do.
The questions keep coming, but Ken hasn't given them anything they can use. The agents are running out of angles and time. While Ken is in the interview room, other agents are working the Big Fork lead. They follow tire tracks into a grove of trees and find a camper sealed with tape. Is someone in there? Investigators move in. They peel back the tape and open the door.
Is it okay if I come in? Okay, you don't have to be scared, okay? We're the police.
She's there, alive. Her feet and legs bound with electrical tape, her arms marked where she'd been taped before, but free. Somehow, she'd wriggled loose.
Is there anybody else around here with you? Okay. Oh, what's his name? Okay, when did he bring you here? Right now? Okay. Does he have a car? What kind of car does he have?
And it has a name on it.
Okay, was he nice to you? Can you show me your feet? Right there? Okay. Where are you taped at? Okay, anywhere else? Did you have tape on your arms?
Yes, but Bruce.
Okay. Did you take the tape off? Where's that tape at?
The tape is at my friend's car. It's inside of the car.
Okay, my name's Rob and this is Don. How old are you?
Probably something.
Probably or something? Okay.
Back at the station, they bring Ken back in for more questioning.
Now is the time, Jake. Okay, we know more than you think we do right now.
What does he look like?
He has a beard.
Okay.
Did you go to his house at all? Do you know what color his house is? What's it look like?
What?
Is it a big house or a small house?
Small house.
Okay.
Does he have any animals or no? Okay.
The mama cat has baby kittens.
Oh, okay.
He has a mama cat with baby kittens.
Okay. Do the tape on your legs hurt at all? Okay.
Only my arms.
Only your arms? Do your arms hurt? Can you point to where your arms hurt?
There.
Okay. Is it okay if we take a few more pictures? Okay.
My mommy's name is.
Okay.
You know your mommy's phone number? Okay, we'll call your mommy pretty soon here. Okay.
Okay.
Are you thirsty? Okay.
For water.
Okay. We'll get you some that or some pop, okay? All
right.
I like pop or something.
Okay. We'll get you whatever you want.
Alright, this is Special Agent Rob Frake with Special Agent Don Newhouse. Time now is
6:11 a.m. June 23rd, 2016.
Special Agent Rob Frake picks her up, holds her close, and snaps a photo.
Now's the time, Jake. Now's the time for you to fill in those blanks. And now's the time for you to come clean and tell us what really happened here.
What changed between 2 hours ago and now?
Paul Girardi does not answer. He turns his phone toward Ken and shows him the photograph of Agent Rob Frake holding the girl in his arms. For the first time, the truth is undeniable. Ken's lies won't work anymore.
Started talking to Melissa again a few weeks to a month ago.
Okay.
She had gotten a hold of me and we talked. And we weren't dating, but we actually hadn't had a sexual relationship, but we, role played on the phone.
Role played, and what was her role?
It was daddy, daughter, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you go there for her or for Melissa? Who was?
It was for Melissa, but it was.
Did you know that she was going to be there?
Yeah.
The case has turned, the manhunt is over, the child is safe, and Jacob Ken is going to prison. But the investigation didn't stop there. In the weeks that follow, shocking evidence comes to light. In a twisted turn of events, police believe Ken and Norby planned the abduction together. Recovered cell phones and a laptop containing child pornography and text detailed their plot, which included staging an assault on Norby. Somewhere along the way, the plan changed, and Norby ended up dead. His motive for killing Norby may never be known, but one look at Ken's record and the thought is chilling. Maybe Melissa Norby was just in the way. Jacob Ken was charged with kidnapping, sexual assault, murder, and arson. The girl he abducted was examined at the hospital. What she'd endured in those 27 hours will stay with her and her family for a lifetime. Jacob Ken eventually pleaded guilty to first-degree murder, kidnapping, and criminal sexual conduct. He was sentenced to 52 years in prison. In 2017, the Bemidji Police Department was named Agency of the Year at the Minnesota Sex Crimes Investigators Association Conference for their painstaking work in this case. That same year, members of the Bemidji Police Department, as well as agents from the Minnesota BCA, including Frake, Girardi, and Musaeus, were honored with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's Heroes Award. The awards recognize outstanding law enforcement personnel who have gone above and beyond the call of duty to rescue children. For the agents and officers who worked this case, the rescue was more than a job. It was a moment they'll never forget. For Law and Crime Investigates, I'm Kristen Thorne.